this conversation is all about how your experience has been with respect to Career Blueprint Hackathon. And we want to use this opportunity to share with other parents and students who are keen to undergo this program, but they are still considering and looking at different aspects. So before we start, Prabha, why don't you tell about yourselves briefly?
My name's Pravar. I'm in ninth grade and I like playing tennis.
So, Kanchan, he is in grade 9, and you already made him go through this program. So, as a parent, what made you feel that this was the right time for Pravar to get exposed to career planning and not wait until grade 11 or 12?
One of the main reasons was see, there are subject choices that he would have to make in grade 11 and 12. And we didn't want to be the sole influence in terms of what subjects he chooses. Based on our experience, our background, we would have told him to choose what we are familiar with, are comfortable with, and what our experience guides or has shown us. And that might have helped him, not helped him. Maybe that that is something that we wanted him to choose and decide. And hence we started off in ninth, because that gives him enough time, 2 years, to think about the subjects he wants to choose. It's not that he needs to be really clear right now, but it is about knowing what's out there and getting a feel for what he likes. Hence
Great,
ninth.
great. That's fantastic. One additional follow up there. Typically, parents think that this is too early for teenagers to start. Like grade 9 is like, do they even understand the different career options to the level of depth that it has? So, what has been your thought and experience?
See, before we make any decision, we may not know everything, right? But it is about starting to know and getting the right, asking the right questions, being curious. I think that's what we wanted him to start with. We don't expect him to know everything about all careers. In fact, I don't think we ourselves know everything about all careers. We only know about the ones we have chosen, right? And things look different. The more he speaks and speaks to people or reads about it, it's better. It's all about making him open to these thoughts. And ninth is not, see, if they are expected to make a choice in year 10, nine does not seem too early. And it still gives him enough time to go back and forth, right, in terms of what he likes or does not like. So I think we wanted him to have enough time to know what he wants.
Great. I completely agree with you. And the term that I want to share here is the career curiosity. That's what we want to build
Yeah.
at this age so that they're able to take the decisions confidently in
Yeah.
grade 10 and 11. Great. So now, Trevor, my next question is to you. Before joining this Career Blueprint Hackathon, how would you describe the clarity that you had on your career choices? What were some of the questions, confusions that you had?
I really had no clarity whatsoever. Like I hardly even knew the professions out there and like in which branch they fall under. So a few questions I had was like, first of all, what do I even want to do? What subjects do I want to take up? And like just in general, I wanted to know what's out there so I could make a choice and find out what I like.
Great. So, if on a scale of 1 to 10, if you have to put one number to your career clarity, what number would you give before starting this program?
Like one or two.
Okay,
I had no
got it.
idea.
Got it. And thanks for being candid and transparent here. So now, from there to now, which is after going through this program, Trevor, how would you rate on a scale of 1 to 10 the kind of clarity that you got on your career preferences, and what is the level of confidence that you have in the direction that you are going to take forward?
Well, I'd rate it like a 8, close to 9, because now at least I know what I like. And first of all, at least I know like the careers, the professions out there and the jobs. So on top of that, I know which ones of them I like, which ones of them I have an inclination towards, which one of them I'm interested in. So I think because of all of that, the clarity has improved like a lot.
Great. And how confident are you at the moment with what you want to do next? I agree with what your mom said. You may not have complete clarity, and it's not that it's going to be the same forever, but how confident you feel towards taking the next steps?
Yeah, at least I know what I have to do. I roughly know what subjects or like the discussions I have to like have with people around me and like what I have to find out more about what and everything. So that's good.
Okay, great. And it's fantastic to know that. Now, with that, I'll again move on to your mom. Kanchan, considering that he has got this clarity right now, how does that make you feel as a parent? And what kind of confidence that has given to you as a parent to guide him on the next steps?
See, what I liked about the program was the structured approach that you took, right? And you took Prabha through it, and you also kept us posted, and you took us through what he has done, the effort he has put in terms of rating the various options, his likes, why, the depth that you went to. So I like the structured approach that you took in the whole process, because it gave us also enough confidence in terms of he's actually thought through all of this, and you showed us the alignment between the various things that he says he likes and what the tests that he took show that there is an alignment. So it's not just random. And that really helps. So the conversations we have already started having, or what I am keeping my eyes and ears open, are in terms of what people say, or courses that are available that interest him, or are aligned towards his interests, right? So it is narrowed down everything from I don't know and we saying we don't know to a few options, which makes it quite easy for us to focus on and gather more information for him, for us, and continue or start conversations which are more specific. I think that has helped. We've just very recently, I think, started. I think this afternoon we were speaking because I heard something and I was just relaying that to Pravar. So that's nice.
That's great to know. It's not that only the teenagers are getting clarity. It's also the parents who are getting clarity and able to navigate the information in a more
Yeah.
structured way.
The things have changed from when we were students to now, and after so many years of gap, we are trying to figure out the various exams or tests or even options available. Things were probably very simple during our times. We only had to make a couple of choices, and even in that, which was the next choices were very simple. Now, yeah, I think I still haven't got my head around what's out there, but we'll get there.
Definitely. Great to know that. And I'm also happy to see that you're able to take the journey forward, because many students, when they go through the career planning process, they feel that once they have the clarity, it is sorted. But that's actually the beginning.
That's a starting point.
Yeah. So that is, I'm really happy to see that you are considering that as a starting point and then you're trying to explore further. So that's great. And if all of this has happened, something would have been very different in our approach and the way that we engage with Prava and you. So I'll start with Prava. Prava, basis your experience, what did you like the most? What stood out for you in this entire journey?
Uh, I mean, in general, I really liked it. It wasn't boring whatsoever, even though I might have like thought in the start before doing it that, oh, this will be some boring thing. It wasn't boring. It was very captivating. I liked the way that we like rated everything based on many different factors, based on what we're good at according to the tests, what we like, and incorporating our daily life, incorporating like the subjects we like at school, those topics into it. So in general, I felt it was very like relatable. It was very like close to home. It wasn't like far-fetched or anything. So that's what I really liked.
Great. And one specific question I'll add on to it, because many places the students will not get to know a complete picture of all the options available. They'll directly get into online assessment and then they consider the options which the assessment identify as the outcomes or the preferred areas. But in our program, we took you through all the options and gave you an overview of what are the different professional streams available.
Yes.
How do you, I mean, how did that help in terms of knowing all the professional streams?
I mean, before rating them, you have to first know what's out there. And I had no idea what was out there. So I think that was like very key. If that hadn't happened, none of it would have worked. So because you guys explained what's out there, what is in each of those professions, we were able to take it all forward, which I thought was really cool.
When you were saying this, I was just visualizing that you need to have a strong foundation for you to build your dream house, right? This is exactly like that. Without having that foundation, if you're going to build a dream career, then you're doing it on a shaky ground. So I think that's the key. Now, from a parent's perspective, Kanchan, you already mentioned that we engage you through this process at different touch points. You also had frequent interactions with Pravar when he was going through this process. What was different in this approach that we followed?
So this, in the entire approach, we felt Bravo was the center of it, right? And he was getting all of this information. He was assimilating it. If he had questions, he would come. But by and large, he attended all the sessions. He did whatever you asked him to do diligently. And then we were informed and kept in the loop, but everything in the process was driven by him in terms of his opinion, his choices, and that was nice, and that's what we wanted out of this. We wanted him to be clear in terms of what he likes and know what's out there, and I think that's one of the best things out of the program. And we were informed and we were kept we were involved as well in terms of seeing if there's a match between what we know of Pravar versus what has come out in the assessments or his own ratings. And we found that there was a match. It wasn't it wasn't different or a shock to us that, oh my God, this is what he likes. It wasn't a shock. But see, even though there's alignment and maybe eventually we would have gravitated towards the same answers or same branches, I think now there is no doubt in anybody's mind if in terms of, is Prabha doing this because he's trying to follow us? Are we making him do these or pick these options because that's what we know? I don't think we'll ask those questions because we've gone through this process. And we know that what he has chosen is because it's his choice, and he wants to explore these further, and that's where we want to be.
Great to know. And I can visualize how the conversation has elevated from saying, is this the right thing, to now how we can make it happen.
Yeah.
So that's really great to know. And my last question to you, Kanchan, like many parents who are watching this who are still considering, what would be your recommendation? Why should they go ahead with this program?
I think the last point I made in terms of how much are we influencing their choices, and at the end of the day, one thing I base all my decisions on is ask myself, will I regret this in the future, right? And that question has been answered now because he's involved in it and he's taken control or charge of the process, and we can now complement and support each other through the next few years in terms of what he wants to do. So yes, I would definitely recommend recommend parents to do it if you're thinking the way we are thinking and are aligned to this. Yes.
Great. And while you were saying, I was just having this thought. We always say career planning is a capability that teenagers need. It's something because not like our times, the kind of journeys that the teenagers will have in the future is going to be more dynamic, more frequent in terms of evolutions. So therefore, career planning is something they'll have to constantly be doing, and therefore it's a capability like how we say communication, networking, and all those things. So when you were saying, I could sense that when he's taking charge of it, then it started to shape as a capability, and I'm really glad to hear that. So thank you so much for taking time to share your experience, the kind of outcome that you have achieved, not just from program perspective, but you shared few points around how like Trevor is now taking control of the process and how the conversation is changing in your family and the confidence that he has got and you as parents have got as well. It's really great to see having completed the first step successfully and moving towards the next few steps. So congratulations, and also thank you from our end for taking time to share your experience.
Thank you, Venkat, for taking us through this.